All right. We've kind of have maybe all the examples of an iceberg and how to use it. Market's breaking. Bam, we identify an iceberg. That's this green line. We generally get a bounce when we see it after a big break. We get that bounce. We also know it's going to be a magnet to go back to it. And we get that. We also see down in here, you get some longs. That's these green leaning on it. Once it gets to 2000, look down in here. As he's done, bam, we blast through it, with a nice 3-point squeeze or move lower, breakout. It's used as overhead resistance for a couple of rotations, but then when it crosses over, it's bullish again. So it's all many of the examples of how to use an iceberg. The initial support it creates once you identify it, the breakout, and then careful being bearish or short if it crosses back over because that's bullish. And you could see it first work as overhead resistance, and then bam, blast through it. And then another iceberg appears. But the crossover, I mean, if you take this green where this order is, this is iceberg, and draw it across, right? Above there is bullish. And then it happens to be another iceberg. This one is a sell iceberg. And look at this. We had the buy iceberg, longs leaning on it. You had shorts leaning on this big sell order. And then once it goes, it goes. And that's a breakout potential. And let me explain this. Why do shorts lean on a big sell order? Think about this a second. And you should understand this progression. Why do shorts lean on a big sell order? Because after you're short, what are you? A buyer or a seller? After you're short, you're a buyer. You have to cover your short with a buy order. What do buyers have to look for in order to get filled? Sellers. Buyers have to find sellers. And there's a big sell order in here, this big iceberg. So these shorts that we've tagged in our OPP right in here show everybody trying to get short, leaning on that order. When it goes, the chase is on. When the seller goes that the buyers are leaning on, they have to chase it. Some of them get filled with that sell order, and then the rest are chasing. And that's why you get, bam, the pop. So you're either in our room, in our group, or on our charts.